Are you an indie podcast or content creator looking to reach a wider audience? Look no further. Introducing Podcastic, the ultimate podcast network designed exclusively for indie creators like you. At Podcastic, we believe in the power of unique voices and fresh perspectives. We're here to amplify your passion and creativity, connecting you with the growing community of engaged listeners who crave original content. Podcastic is more than just a platform. It's a support system built for indie podcasters, offering a range of resources to help you succeed. From tailored promotional campaigns to professional production assistance, we're here to help you shine. Our intuitive platform makes it easy for you to be seen and heard. We do all the heavy lifting for you. You just show up and create. Plus, with our advanced analytics, you'll gain valuable insights into your audience's preferences, allowing you to refine your content and grow your fan base. Ignite your passion, expand your reach, and thrive with podcasting. Visit our website at www.podcasticlife.com to get started. Podcastic, the home for indie podcasts and content creators.
Yo, welcome back to the GAMG, the Big Flex Strong Cast for episode 46. I am your boy, John Q in this bitch, and sitting in front of me is my co-host for the night, as usual. Who we got down there on the other end? What's your name?
What's the word? If you know my name by now, that's all good. I can be nameless.
That's Barry White down there now.
Yeah.
No. So, like I said, welcome again. Hey, welcome back, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Hey, how was your strong end? Cuz we gonna kick this off real, just like this. You know what I'm saying?
My strong end was it was pretty cool, man. You know what? Shout out to everybody out there having these Friendsgiving. I kind of, you know what I'm saying?
There we go.
I wasn't really on the Friendsgiving tip, you know what I'm saying? Never really went to any of them. But shout out to everybody that's out here having the little Friendsgiving things. Like, they dope. They pretty dope. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Say Friendsgiving.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
You know, on some silly stuff. You know, I was telling my wife earlier, I said, hey, maybe we should call this a fucks giving. Like, I'll have no fucks to give. You know what I'm saying? On a nice little Thursday in November. Okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hey, explain that concept though, cuz.
You know, not giving a fuck.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Not giving a fuck if you give a damn. No, I'm just messing with you.
Sheesh, I ain't even.
But Friendsgiving and shit is the better one. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to go ahead and put that out there like that. You know what I'm saying? So.
And I want to say, shout out to them Lions, man. Them boys.
8-2. Hey, I've been walking around all day. Everybody been like, "Hey, how you doing today?" 8-2. You know what I'm saying? 8-2.
That was actually one of the highlights of the strong game for me as well, because we talking with 3 minutes left. I said to myself, we down 12 and we end up winning by 5.
Yeah, that's
man. Come on now.
You know what, man? I'm gonna tell you something.
I enjoy every second of that.
You know what? I ain't gonna lie. I didn't. I was sitting up at home. Hey, I was at home pissed. Like, are you kidding me? You about to lose to these bums? Like, and I,
it's
don't get
Sunday though, cuz.
Yeah. Hey, look, any given Sunday, which is true. You know what I'm saying? But and not only that, divisional games are always kind of close. You know what I mean? For the most part.
That was a divisional game.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah,
that.
Chicago. So in our division, you got Chicago, Green Bay, and Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? So all these teams, for the most part, hey, they do their homework and they really know each other. You know what I'm saying? So shit, like you said, any given Sunday, especially in a divisional game, can be just like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's, to be honest with you, that was the difference between saying being a great team and being a bullshitting team. Because most bullshitting teams gonna do what Chicago did. You know what I mean? They get all up, they get all hyped up and shit. They just got it. Hey, they think they got it all in the bag. It's like, no, you got to play to that fucking, to that them zeros on the, you know what I'm saying? Them zeros on the clock. You know what I mean? That's what great teams do, though. You know what I'm saying? They can be down the whole game, and then hey, that's all they need is say 3 minutes. You know what I mean?
My water came in town this weekend, so shout out to the water.
Clap that up. What up, though,
and my little brother.
Yeah, what up, though, cousins?
He played his team, Lewis College out of Chicago. They came and played Wayne State. They got that ass smacked, but it was good seeing, bro.
Said smackage.
Yeah, they got smacked. But for some reason, I heard Wayne State got a pretty decent squad this year.
Okay.
I would love to, see what they do. It wasn't really that many people at the game, and I was thinking to myself, like, I guess because of the demographics of people that go to Wayne State, they really don't have a huge basketball following.
Yeah, they more like football. I think theirs is more like football. Yeah, okay. If I ain't mistaken. Yeah.
Because I had no idea Wayne State had a decent, little basketball squad. But again, shout out to them boys. But it was good seeing little bro.
All right.
And, definitely spent some time with the Wooder. Had a great went to this spot called Silvo's inside Busch Gardens Market in Canton.
Okay.
Some great Italiano food now.
All right.
And I'm saying that in Jamaican, but
I was about to say, man, what kind of shit is that? No,
it's all good.
All right. So, hey, look. So this 42nd episode of the GAMG podcast is sponsored by, the GAMG, which is the Gym Animal Muscle Gang brand. So if you're looking for best personal training, if you're looking for the best workout apparel, and also health and wellness supplements, make sure you holler at me at gamg.shop and also gamg.firstfitness.com. All right. So, far as my strong end, man, besides the Lions or whatever, I did get a chance to give a couple of shots out to gotta give a shout out to cuz G Woods. He didn't make it in today, but he celebrated his B-Day over the strong end. So
what day is his B-Day?
The 18th. And then and then big cuz, you know what I'm saying, birthday was the 17th. So, you know what I'm saying? His father. So, yeah.
Didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the Scorpios, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you crazy bastards. Shout all y'all out, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Ladies,
and look, and then not only also who we got behind, the engineering board, who just celebrated his birthday last week also?
Another Scorpio.
Dr. Ruckus in the house.
Ladies, get you a Scorpio.
Yeah, get you a Virgo. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Same thing. But hey, man, look. Don't do that, man. Happy solar return, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look.
It's our season.
Celebration.
Can we celebrate our season? Y'all had yours already. Can we celebrate ours?
No, you got it and shit.
Okay.
You say, it's a celebration, bitches. All right, man. So, other than that, we're going to go ahead and get into, Q's health tip, which is the benefits of calisthenics, okay? So, why should you do calisthenics? So let me break this down. So first, calisthenics is a form of exercise that uses a person's body weight and requires little to no equipment. All right. So these include push-ups, crunches, burpees, pull-ups, tricep dips, body squats, lunges, planks, mountain climbers, and more. All right. So the benefits, once again, include no equipment is required. So it builds serious strength, helps you to move better, helps to maintain proper form, hits every single muscle, gentler on your joints and connective tissues, improves brain-body connections, and more. So definitely add some calisthenics to your daily routine if you're not already. All right. So,
cuz what you sipping on?
A little dark juice right here. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna have to bring my cup back up here, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Matter of fact, look, get a shot of this glass right here. You see this? I don't know if y'all can see this, but it got the Gym Animal Muscle Gang, logo right here. So you know what I'm saying. So look, matter of fact,
get a shot of it. I'm thinking he telling me I could take a sip. He telling me I'm get a shot.
Oh, you wanna? Oh, I got. Look, I got you.
Okay, yeah.
I got you. All right,
man.
All right. Hey, so look, matter of fact, we'll get back to that real quick. So look, wait. Huh?
No, I can't show that one. Go ahead. I can't show that one. Never mind.
You say that's a little Ready X, but anyway. So, what about Don's motivational moment? What you got on the table for today?
Man, listen. I'm a read it right here because I sent this earlier. This is not so much as a motivational moment. I just want to share something with everybody that I thought was that I think is extremely important. All right. This says relationship game changers, allowing two truths to coexist. All right. This says we can have hard conversations and stay safe for each other. We can enjoy spending time together and want to have alone time. We can be upset and still be kind. We can be busy and stressed and still make time for each other. We can be sexually attracted and not want to have sex daily. We can be well, I don't know about that. We can be sexually content and still want to pursue more sex. We can appreciate their efforts and express an unmet need. We can go through a rough patch and not give up on each other. We can feel triggered and remain calm in expressing the trigger. We can appreciate they are doing their best and request a change in behavior. We can love each other deeply and still get annoyed. Listen, allowing two truths to coexist is very, very, very important in love. I was having a conversation with Sis this weekend about that because I made a statement about this Diddy Cassie thing, and I'm gonna wait till we get into all that to go off into it. But it was essentially, it was essentially under the foundation and the basis of allowing two truths to coexist. And we'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay. All right. So look, Don Motivational Moment was also sponsored by 8, which is All Problems Eliminated. So if you're looking to get any kind of home repairs done to your home, make sure you call T and BT at area code 623-223-3943. All right. Yeah. Okay. And then we are also, let's go ahead and run this one real quick because we're about to get into this shit. We are also sponsored by TNT Cakes, Creations, and more. So if you're looking for any printable items, for our shirts and stuff, heat transfers, and also if you have, say, a sweet tooth and you're looking for any kind of cakes and any kind of sweets like that, make sure you call, say, Tim at area code 563-650-9444. All right. And then he can also be reached at his email address at timwilliams1130@yahoo.com. All right. So,
hey, ask for Tim and not Willie.
Say Tim and not Willie.
Yeah, ask for Tim when you call them numbers.
Yeah. So once again, look at this shit right here. Nice fly stuff. How we do. But anyway, hey, look, we gonna go ahead and get into these topics, man, because shit's been kind of burning that shit, ain't it? You know what I'm saying? So first, look, before we get into the Diddy and the Cassidy, look, check this out, y'all. We have some crazy shit out here in South Korea, y'all. So I don't know if y'all heard about this. So you have South Korea plans to ban eating dog meat by 2027. So it says a proposed ban would outlaw the consumption of dog fully by 2027. The law to end the traditional but controversial practice would have a 3-year grace period, with dog meat banned entirely in 2027. So once again, what the hell be going on in Korea? And are you out there eating dog meat, anybody? And do you plan on eating some dog meat? Is this another source of protein and shit? I got some weird people that ask me like, man, I'm in the gym, should I be trying to eat me motherfucking some pit bull or something? You know what I'm saying, to up my gains? You know what I mean?
I'm gonna say this once again. I'm gonna start today off practicing what this topic gonna be about. Right? I'm gonna practice some non-judgment. We don't eat dog meat over here in the States, but hey, if that's their thing, that's their thing. Dig this, right? Yeah. I was listening to an interview with Jonathan Majors one day, and he was talking about his exercise regimen when he was getting ready for the Creed 3 with Michael B. Jordan, and he said that a lot of the protein, his protein source was elk. All right. And I was like, and so when I think about it, right, people eat elk, people eat bison, people eat
deer,
ostrich.
Yeah, and all kind of, ostriches.
Okay.
I heard that ostrich is one of the leanest.
We have a lot of hunters out there that eat rabbit, that eat possum, and raccoon. doggy probably not, nothing that we eating over here, but no judgment. Yeah,
Real Roy.
No judgment. But if that's what they eating over there,
hey man, y'all better leave these dogs alone, man. Hey, look, I'm a dog lover, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna be
on some real
I am
stuff.
my dog, man. You know what I mean? You can't
Is it the way that we look at them because we view dogs is more domestic pets than anything else? Because motherfucker ain't gonna have no elk up in the crib. You know what I'm saying? The elk probably the elk probably get up in his ass.
You know what I be wondering though too? Like, have you ever thought about like if people be, how people be always having say fish tanks at home, right? It's like, okay, you got a fish tank. You plan on eating some of your fish that's in your fish tank? Like, you know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't you? I mean, there you go. I mean, I'm just saying, like, if you say you got a big ass tank, big enough tank, and you got some bass or something, some whiting or something, some perch or something.
He ain't gonna have that in.
No, I'm just saying, if you raising it.
If I had a small enough tank and the bottom of this motherfucker fell out and we was in World War III. And let's say this shit was like on something called apocalypse type stuff.
Shit.
I'm eating that fish. If I break into my crib and it's a fish in it, I'm eating that fish. I'm gonna survive.
Yeah.
I don't know about the dog though. I
can't fuck with no dog, man. Nah,
you get what I'm saying? It's the
know.
mental connection I got with domestic pets over here.
But you know what though, man? Let's talk about this though. Like for just a little bit on this aspect. Like, because I always be thinking about this as far as like like animals have to have some kind of soul. Especially say I would say a dog or a cat or something that's what we, like you said, deem to be say domestic. But however, why wouldn't anything else have soul? So just to even put that out there, just for people to actually think, like what you're consuming possibly have a soul. Are you okay with eating animals or anything? You know what I'm saying? That deemed to be that might have a actual soul.
I'm not going to disagree with you, but what I will say is I think that I don't know, in some regards, when you just look at nature, right, some stuff was intended to be, and I think that this is just one of them questions where we may not just have the answer to it.
Yeah.
Because when I think about, let's just say the oceans, big fish eat little fish.
I mean, that's like the jungle too. So yeah, I get it.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I think that because of who we are, what I'm saying, in terms of our planet, maybe we have a different conscious connection to different things. So a lot of times maybe this shit may seem extremely cruel, but at the end of the day, I don't know. Who's to say that some of these beasts and fowl, they, like that was a part of the original plan anyway, and maybe we overthinking it a little bit. I don't know.
I mean, I be thinking
I enjoy chicken and turkey though.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, I think about like this planet. If you look at it though and shit, this planet and shit. If you think about it, as far as on, just the simplest thing of like you said, a rank and file, right? Is this a planet of consumption? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what humans eat. We eat damn near everything from plants to animals to some people eat people. So you know what I'm saying? So what the fuck? Which is some weird shit. But however, it's supposed to be about, I guess, your reasoning and everything else. You know what I'm saying? As far as to make you a human, and I don't know. It's just like you said. It's something to think about. So. I don't know. Y'all call in. You know what I'm saying?
While I'm thinking about this, I was just thinking, I'm like, man, some people eat plants. In my mind, I'm like, check. Some people eat animals. Check. Some people eat humans.
It's all energy. It's all alive.
I had to check that box too.
Yeah.
Scorpio season. Shout out to the Scorpios. You know what I'm saying? I checked all 3 boxes.
He said, no.
Yeah, whatever.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So look, we about to go ahead and get in and dive on in and shit to this Diddy and Cassie topic, y'all. So you have Sean Diddy Combs and Cassidy settle a bombshell lawsuit alleging, say, rape, abuse, sex trafficking, right? So you had Diddy and Cassidy have reached a settlement a day after, say, the singer accused, say, the music mogul of rape, sex trafficking, and physical abuse in a lawsuit. gonna let you run with it and shit. All I'm gonna say is, goddamn, that was like Jimmy Johns and shit. Quickie fast. Hey, look, fast and quickie fast in a hurry. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, really, what is your thoughts, man? I'm just gonna let you go, and I'm gonna come on in. What's your thoughts, cuz?
This what I'm gonna say, right? A lot of conversations that I've had surrounding this topic has all been about, again, let's look at this situation from a place of, you know, no judgment, no shame, and just make some observations, right? Mm-hmm. And the reason why I say that is because I ask a question, right? A lot of people said, Cassie was a victim of all of these things, right? But I think that the bigger, and she gonna go get that bag. All right, cool. I think that the most important question to be asked is, what does it look like to get your power back? Like, I think somebody need to ask her that, like, at the end of the day, what does it look like for you to get your power back, right? And I was sharing with sis that I learned that no matter what we think about life is it is a totality of the choices that we make, right? But what I was trying to explain to sis was, we have to get out of the habit of only looking at choices from the standpoint of, blame, judgment, this my fault, and all those kind of things. Sometimes we have to sit back and look at the choices that we make from an observation standpoint. And why is that important? It's important to know that the choices that we make on the front end, so that now we can take our power back with the choices that we make on the back end. All right. And all I have been telling people is, yes, in a lot of instances, and when I think of like returning citizens or people who have been wrongly convicted, yeah, they get that bread. But sometimes some people don't get that healing that they need. And all I've been trying to say was, at the end of the day, if everything that she says is true, not refuting anything, but does the money really help her to heal? All right, that's one.
So
and then secondly, outside of that, by her taking the bread, because this was and everybody said, well, this is a civil thing, this wasn't a criminal thing. All right, by her taking the bread, I mean, could it have symbolized to a lot of other young women out there that, hey, everybody have a number? You understand what I'm saying? And there's so many different ways to look at this, but I'll just say this at the end of the day, right? And I just want to share like a story, because everybody said, well, did he this, did he that, did he this, did he that? When I was younger, there was a lot of chicks in high school who I thought was cute and wanted to date, but all those chicks, they was dating the older guys that had jobs in the plants, or it was getting picked up from school,
or the cats, yeah.
And what I'm saying to you is, and I think, damn, Miles, you hit it right on the head one day. You said sometimes, women, they go through shame, but men, we get blamed for everything, right? And all I want to say is this, right? When it go good, it's, oh man, you picked the right man. Oh man, you hit that lick. Mm-hmm. When it go bad, it turned into, man, you was older than her. You manipulated her and tricked her with all that money and all the, you was older than her and this and that. And some people say, well, when you were young, you thought this way, all right, and you weren't necessarily in the right frame of mind to deal with an adult man, right? I get all that, but if we remove all the judgment and the woulda, coulda, shoulda, all I was saying is, at what point do we hold Cassidy responsible for some of the choices that she made. And listen, it's not a choice to say, well, you shouldn't have took your ass over there. It's not a choice to say this is your fault. This is to say, when we look at these things from and listen, right?
But hold on. That choice thing and shit, right, is very, in this case, I would say is very loose. And what I mean by that is, and shit, 10 years that you said this was going on, this whole 10 years. I mean, like, not 10 days, not 10 months, but 10 years. A lot of that shit sound like a real choice that she chose to stay there. Like, it's only so much and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I get, like, how some people will be like, well, this person, this shit was very manipulative and all the rest of this shit, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know, for me, I'm looking at it as, okay, you can put out these, you know, like these ignorant ass allegations. You know, rape is not, say, something that you just throw on any man or any woman, right? That's not something simple or something light. Sex trafficking, abuse, all these things, and then you turn around one day when it all comes out, and then say less than pretty much 24 hours later, like you just, we hurried up and settled. So it's like, to me, yeah, you know, it makes sense for Diddy to settle because he has all these corporations behind him to where and shit, it's like, hey, make that shit go away. This is bad business for us if we attach to you. You know what I'm saying, right? But for her, right? But for her, you had the allegations. Are you saying that, like you said, taking your power back, is it about, say, $1? Because if I had a daughter, like, this would be my question for you, cuz you have 2 daughters. If your daughter came to you and said, hey, I was subjected to all this abuse and all this shit from this guy for 10 years as a father,
I'm trying to punish this nigga.
There you go. And you know what I'm saying? So a bag ain't going to, you know what I'm saying? A bag might come out of it.
What if this was a super tycoon?
There you go.
I mean, my thing is, if my daughters tell me some shit like that, in my mind, just me, fuck the money.
There you go.
I want this motherfucker to sit. Matter of fact, if he get free, I'm cool with him being free because that's gonna give me the opportunity to tear his ass up.
There you go.
Many things in my mind that's gonna say, hey, dig this. There's no amount of money that you got right now that's gonna get you out of what's gonna come to you for doing this to my babies. For me. All right. And I think sometimes, you know what I'm saying, people have a hard time understanding that, but for me, my daughters mean that much to me. And even a son. I couldn't imagine a son come to me and say, hey, Dad, I went into this dude mansion, he was having a party, and he held me down and forced me to have sex with him. All right. My son tell me some shit like that, right? And he said, hey, Dad, but you know what? Old boy said he gonna give me like 10 mil. All I gotta do is be quiet. I'm gonna look at, what?
That's what I'm saying.
10 mil.
Where's your actual, you know, where's your standards? Where's your,
So listen, right? And again, right? What I'm saying to you is, again, in having this discussion, I cannot look at the people who might say they would take the bag in a certain kind of way, and they can't look at me a certain kind of way. That's where I'm going with this, because for me, at that point, it ain't even about the money. It's about, you know what, I want to make sure that this person, justice for me is not the dollar amount at this time. Justice for me in that instance is, you know, maybe him sitting his ass down, or him losing his empire, his freedom, all of those kind of things. You understand what I'm saying? So for me,
so that's what I'm saying. So is as a father, then that would be your way of saying, of getting your power back for your daughter, right?
For me, in terms of my daughters getting their power back, it would be twofold. The first thing would be for me to, again, I will let her know, hey, listen here, baby, I want you to take some accountability for whatever choices that you made, but take accountability in such a way where you're not doing it from a place of fault finding or blaming yourself.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And this is why I gotta refer back to
of course,
the first thing I said. We started this episode off with me sharing that two truths can coexist at the same time. And what I would want her to know is baby, when you first start liking this motherfucker and everything else, you might not have had it on your mind that this bullshit was gonna happen. I get that. But at some point when it did first start happening, for whatever reason, at that juncture, a particular point in time, you decided to stay in it.
Yeah.
Okay? But listen, that was then. This is now. And I want you to take ownership of not only those past decisions, but take ownership of the decision right now to let this shit go, to make a point to heal from this shit, to make a point to move forward in your life.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because if you carry this with you the rest of your life, this blame, this shame, and this fault finding, and this judgment and all this, baby, you gonna have a rough life.
Yeah.
So when I say take ownership of shit, this is not me saying Cassie's a silly ass broad for staying in a relationship with this monster who had all this money, power, and fame, and was able to do like this. This is me saying that at the end of the day, if all of this, because we don't know, I don't know what the fuck Cassie be doing, I don't know what Diddy be doing. We just going off of this hearsay. At the end,
well, I mean, they do have,
we got
yeah. So
still, the court documents is one sided. They heard story. They heard this position. Just listen to me. At the end of the day, they both need healing. That's for starters. Outside of the healing that needs to take place, as I said.
But do they even want healing? If you quick to say settle far as money wise,
a lot of women said that maybe she need the money to help her heal. A lot of bullshit.
I think that's bullshit. Yeah, you know what? And I'm gonna say that's bullshit. You know why? Because
have the money and not be unhealed than to not have the money and still be unhealed. I've been hearing stuff like this, and just hear me out on this.
But healing, okay.
This is why I said that when you look at this situation in its totality, right? Mm-hmm. Some people might say, well, Diddy obviously had to be guilty, which is why he said it so quick. But I'm gonna take it back to what you just said. Diddy runs a business. That's one. And second of all,
businesses.
Right, I'm gonna share a story.
And a lot of people got a lot of money and shit riding on him. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I'm gonna share a story with you one time that and it's a personal story. One day I was riding down the street it was Father's Day. I went to go get some orange juice, and as I was riding down the street, I got a car pulls up next to me. They almost run me off the road. So when I pull up to the Kroger, the people that were in the car get out of the car while I'm sitting in front of Kroger. I'm steaming because I'm peeping the scene. I'm like, wait a minute. They done pulled up to this mug too? All right, so I'm sitting in my car. Person gets out the car and they're on the passenger side of my car. An argument ensued. They jump through the window and snatch my phone. Right? Dig this. So now I get out the car and I start chasing their ass. But when they get to the doors of the Kroger, the doors don't open fast enough. So now I'm struggling, right? So boom, I don't see my phone. I walk off. I'm pissed off, whatever. The police get called. When the police get there, they go to the other car first. Now it's more people in this car. Mm-hmm. And it's just me. But I'm so mad and heated because I felt like I was the victim in this situation that I jump out the car and I'm like, hey, why y'all talking to them first? I'm the person that got my phone taken from me, and that's the reason why I jumped. Hey, I need you to get back in the car, sir. So after they said that once, they took a long time. I jumped out the car again because I'm heated. And I always tell my daughters, high emotions lowers intelligence. So I'm so mad. The second time I get out the car, the female white cop say, go get him. So now I get handcuffed and put in the back of the car because I'm not following instructions. So while I'm sitting
that
there,
actually is some bullshit. I'm about to tell you because what was the crime that was being committed? See, they can't just fucking around. Okay, so
now fast forward to the female officer who's talking to them. She come talk to me and she get my story, but then she go into the supermarket. When she comes back out, she said, I need your car keys. I said, for what? She said, you going to jail for aggravated assault. I said, what do you mean? She said, yeah, you assaulted this person. Dig this. I get a lawyer. When I get my lawyer is reading over all the documentation. And he said, I'm assuming that you want to plead not guilty to this. I said, absolutely. I said, man, right. The motherfucker took my phone. They jumped through my window and then took my shit, took my money. He looked at me and he said, hey, dig this. They got their story, right? And it was two of them in the car.
Yep.
But when the police officer went into the grocery market, they got the person who pushed the buggies they got that person, and he
said they seen you acting the goddamn donkey,
chasing after the person.
Yeah.
So he says to me, "Hey, dig this. I need you to take a plea." All right. So I took a plea. When I get to probation, they say, "Well, taking a plea is basically saying
admission of guilt."
There you go. But
there you go.
He never explained that to me. So now I'm really pissed. I'm like, wait a minute. You just said that I was like, I didn't plead guilty. I took a plea. No. This is you saying you did.
It's like you plead to a lesser charge than what it. Yeah.
So I say all that to say that he.
I don't want to hold on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to cut you off from your thought. Keep that thought, but I want y'all to understand at home that is the number one goal for any prosecutor is to get people to plead out. You know what I'm saying? Because that makes them look good and that keeps their conviction rates good. You know what I'm saying? And it's all about making money in order to get them a part of the system. So if you are right, don't plead to shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever plead to shit. Take that shit to trial. You know what I'm saying? But believe it or not, take that shit to trial, especially if you know you're not guilty of a crime. Period. I
want to say this though.
All right, but go ahead. My bad, cuz. I just couldn't let that.
He said to me this. He said, if you fight this, that's 3 stories against your 1.
So what?
Check it out. At the time, that scared me.
Yeah. That's what they banking on.
I didn't want to miss no work. I didn't want to risk getting fired. I didn't want to spend too much time in jail. Okay, I say all this to say that we don't know why Diddy settled so fast. Who gives a fuck? But just because he settled fast does not mean that everything that was said in that civil suit document was 100% fact. That's all I'm saying.
So look. You just said the key word, facts. Facts is not truth. And that's the whole thing. By them having that, say, 3 and 4 witnesses against what they, you know what I'm saying, against you, this is what they be banking on and say in the court of law. The court of law don't care about the truth. All they care about is facts and procedures. That's it.
Yes.
So as long as, just listen at home, people. Listen at home. They only care about the facts. Once you understand what the facts are and what they have against you or what you trying to prove and stuff like that or whatever, that's what matters. It's not the truth.
How about this? How about, and we just going to take it all the way back in history. At the end of the day, the powers that be have always used facts to manipulate the truth.
Of course.
That's actually how they tear people ass out the frame.
Of course, because all it is painting a picture. That's what your attorney and that's what prosecutors are there for, is to paint a picture, right? So the defense attorney is to paint a picture of reasonable doubt to in question when you go into trial, right? Mm-hmm. And the prosecutor is there to put the charges on you, to stack the case against you, because at the end of the day, that's what they're getting paid for. You know, they getting paid to say work for the quote unquote people, but at the same time, they very rarely say undercharge. So they're gonna always go with a higher charge just because their agenda is, say, convictions. That's that's what it is.
So anyway,
but go ahead. My bad.
I say all this to say that at the end of the day, again, we don't necessarily, because we don't know all the facts. Yeah. Yes, Diddy has a reputation for A, B, and C, and I think in this situation, it's like, hey, look. Here's this guy that has this reputation for A, B, and C, and here's this woman who was in this situation for a long period of time, and as of recent, now all of a sudden it's like, for whatever reason she was in this for A, B, and C. Yeah. All I'm gonna say is at the end of the day, it's important to any young woman out there. Think about some of the decisions that you make. Period. Like I have empathy for Cassie. They say that she was getting, I had to go have sex with male prostitutes and all this other kind of stuff, right? Again, if all this stuff was true, I don't necessarily know if there's going to be an amount of money that can help you heal from that fast. You get what I'm saying? And to me, if this was my daughter, I would have said, sweetheart, you could do one or two things. You either gonna bring some shit up to make this man sit his ass down and lose all of that freedom, that power, and that money, or you gonna wash your hands with this situation and move forward in your life in a way that you are the best version of yourself and you have healed, and completely let them go. Because oftentimes, and we learn this as men a lot of times, when you in a bad relationship and maybe the shit goes south, if everything you do moving forward, you thinking about that old person and is you using that as motivation, then you not really healed. You really just triggered and then trauma and moving forward, and that's not gonna help.
So now check this next question out then. Well, so what about, say, her husband, right? So so she's married. She's been married, I think, for like 4 years. I have a couple of kids with her husband, right? So the husband allegedly, or whatever, I'm not going to even say allegedly, but was a personal trainer that Diddy had hired for her when they was still in a relationship together, right? So this same guy, right, had to sit through, say, this deposition or whatever, as far as, the information that came out, about those 10 years or whatever of having sex with these male prostitutes, this, that, and other. So what would be your, say, advice, say, as a husband then, right, for her to even bring up, say, these allegations and stuff like that or whatever, right? And then this comes out and you're listening to all the stuff about her having, say, sex with these prostitutes, this, that, and another. My question is this: she would have not a leg to stand on, say, in a marriage, if she ever was to say, hey, I'm coming to, if you coming to bed and shit, and she and her husband like, hey, I want you to do this one thing for me, this, that, and other, and she'd be like, no, I'm not doing that no more. How are you going to deal with that? You know what I'm saying? Knowing damn well for 10 years, damn near she was doing some of everything in front of another man with multiple men and all kind of crazy shit, right? So do you really think that this man, her husband or whatever, can live with himself now? Because maybe he just not finding out how serious, you know what I'm saying, everything that she was going through or whatever with Diddy was. You know what I'm saying? Do you think and shit that they going to actually be able to rebound and keep their relationship going after finding it? You know what I mean? And then what is his angle? You know what I'm saying? Was his angle and shit about trying to get that bag?
Listen.
You know what I mean? So
I played chess when I was younger, and at the end of the day, who's to say? What if Buddy is in cahoots? None of us really know. That's one. But I will say this much, right? If this me, and I truly love that woman, again, my number one priority, and I think this is, and I talk about this often, being able to
heal and rebuild.
Women always talk about, I need a provider, right? But being a provider does not stop at finances.
Yeah.
Being a provider also means being a provider of emotional stability. And when you're a provider of emotional stability, that love is able to, sustain your family. So if I'm in Buddy's shoes, baby, fuck old boy, and let's move on with our life. Don't even get that motherfucker the satisfaction to know that you.
Yeah, because even look, because
how can I be here for you in this moment to help you heal?
Because look, at the end of the day, if they even settled with Diddy's money, I mean, that could be a way to look at it. Like, Diddy be like, oh, I'll just go ahead and flick you off and shit, and you still, you know what I'm saying, you still my bitch, and I'm taking care of your bitch too. That's how you could be looking at it too. I mean, just think about it, man. That's some,
and again, right, I think this goes back to the question of, we got to start thinking about somebody's intentions and choices behind this shit. It's just like, again, if the money, if you just go to run to the money, right? Yeah. What happens when another motherfucker come around with some bread?
There you go.
Is that gonna trigger you to jump back into the? I don't know. It's fucked up, because I feel like this is one of those tough conversations that this is just one of those things that need to be had. But I want to add this last part, something that's also extremely important. When I think back to as early as middle school, every year of my life, when there's something going on in the world, for whatever reason, the media always got a black man in the front of everything, right?
Of course, that shit to use as an example or make an example. No, they make an example.
Anything.
Yeah.
Because and I only say this to say that at the end of the day, I don't care who it's been. I feel like from Kobe to OJ to Kyrie, Michael Jackson,
Kanye,
Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
I mean, I just feel like this. I feel like when we get thrown to the wolves in the media, right?
Yeah.
And I look at it sometimes like, hey, listen, you know, we get to the point in our lives where these people are showing us and depicting us in a way that they're trying to say, like some people view us as dogs, as animals, as people that don't have a lot of integrity, all right, all of those kind of things. And what I want to say is, at the end of the day, right, who's to say that Diddy haven't healed from some of the shit that he did? Who's to say that he hasn't moved forward from some of this, right? What I'm saying to you is, right?
Yeah, because go ahead.
The media oftentimes, and just people in life, period, there are some people that will hold things against you and only see you one way, right? And we have to be careful of that, right? We have to be careful when we run around here saying people never change. They do. A lot of us, for whatever reasons, you know, whether it be we going through some health shit, some financial shit, some love, some heartbreak shit.
Yeah.
There are things in this lifetime that sometimes we have to face, and we be like, you know what? I got to change what I'm doing. I got to change the decisions that I'm making. I got to change the choices that I'm making. You know, my homeboy used to joke. He used to be like, yo, I used to shit in my diapers back in the day. You gonna call me little shitty for the rest of my motherfucking life?
Right.
I say this to say that oftentimes when we're having these discussions, we're saying it in such a way where it's just like, yo, this is who this motherfucker is. They not gonna never be nothing different. And I think that in this situation, you understand what I'm saying? That gotta work both fucking ways. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning, we looking at Diddy and saying he one way, but shit, excluding Cassie, let's just remove her. There's a lot of women out here nowadays. They don't give a fuck about nothing else but the bag.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Shut my mouth.
Yeah. You good?
I saw a clip with Charleston White, and I realized, I said, man, you know what? A lot of people say Charleston White, he talk a lot of dumb shit. And I said to myself, I said, you know what? Charleston White is a satire genius. And I'm gonna tell you why. People can say what they want, and he over exaggerates a lot of shit.
Yeah, of course. But that's to get people attention. Yeah.
But he uses satire as a tool.
Yeah.
To make people think. Because that motherfucker said, he said, listen, I saw a clip with him. He said, listen, I tell all these young boys out here, he said, don't worry about getting you a wife or finding you a girlfriend. Just get you a prostitute. He said, you find you a chick, because most of the chicks out here, they just want their bills paid. He said, when a chick can't go to the park, he said, when you get to the point where you can't take a woman to the park, sit down with her and have a regular conversation without her calling you a bitch ass nigga and a broke ass nigga and A, B, and C. He said, at that point, just go get you a prostitute. Get a bitch a couple dollars, pay a couple little bills, put her on a stipend, and then you don't got to worry about shit. Now listen, a lot of people, oh my God, he says all this ignorant shit, but I'm going to tell you something. I'm here for his satire. I'm here for that bullshit because I feel like at the end of the day, sometimes you gotta have a motherfucker to be able to give you a certain perspective and say, hey, listen, this is what you doing, and you may not be looking at it like this, but when you start talking about something, I'm not dating a motherfucking man unless he pay 2-3 bills first. Wait, what?
Yeah, so look, if y'all want to call in real quick, call in at area code 313-266-2811. So look, what I'm gonna say is this. You know, you do have a thing where a lot of, you know, people just in general give people the benefit of the doubt, right? Mm-hmm. And when people show you who they are, you know what I'm saying, you have like what they call a case built against a person, like where they just keep on, you know, just doing shit, you know what I'm saying, over and over and over again, adding on. So I think in Diddy's case, you know what I'm saying, let's look at, say, his career of, say, how he's treated as artists, how, you know, he's treated just say some of his relationships that's been in the actual public and stuff, and so forth. So, everybody is.
That's been in jail, Loon, G-Dep.
Yeah, and just look at how many people have actually spoke. Mace. Just think about. Okay, so look, think about it like this. It's been alleged and stuff that the people that he came up under, was into some of the same things that he is, right? And my whole thing is with a person like, say, a Diddy or anybody is, if somebody has abused you, right, and done you any kind of way, that doesn't give you the A-OK to do that shit to somebody else. For one, like you said, okay, eventually you do have to say, learn how to heal and rebuild, right? Or you're going to go ahead and do the same shit to other people. And then what you're going to do is you're going to keep that shit continuing, right? So when that happens or whatever, especially when you have, say, a music, when you have a label or you have, say, a business, right? And if you was done wrong and then you turn around and do wrong to other people, you really just a sack of shit too. Just because, how about this? A lot of people was going to Diddy and stuff like that because they trusted him, right? And then you turn around and shit, and you screwed over all your artists, right? You then did whatever you did, in your personal business, as far as with your females and stuff like that. Kim Porter, just think about that. Like that's another thing, like he's. Allegedly had something to do with her, demise. You know what I'm saying? Her unalive, what they call it, whatever now. You know what I'm saying? So, when you have...
I wasn't up on that, to be honest with you. Yeah.
So, I mean, you do have people that have like a track record. So, after having a track record of all this kind of foul ass shit, after some point in time, I'm not going to give you to say the benefit of the doubt no more. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't deserve it. I mean, what have you done? You know what I'm saying? To really,
that's why I'm saying the payday at this point.
Yeah.
Fuck the payday. If I'm in a situation like that, right, where I've been fucked up in my motherfucking head, because here's my deal, right? If I'm in a situation where I didn't really went through it and the motherfucker then manipulated me and had me all out my shit, I done been raped, I done been forced to fuck bras that I don't want to fuck and all this whole other stuff. When it's time for me to heal, man, fuck you and your money. Like,
there you go.
I want you to go sit your ass down.
There you go.
So that you don't do this shit to nobody. Because again, like you said,
what's stopping him from doing the same shit to who he's with now or anybody else? Because at the end of the day, they can be like, shit, I just want the bag. And he was like, I got the bag. You know what I mean? Okay, that's nothing. I got my freedom. I'll go ahead and shit and tear you off. Every fucking, hey, look, 8 days a week, I'll go ahead and tear you off because I can keep on doing the same old shit. So all you doing is enabling a fucking devil. If that's the case.
If that's the case.
You know what I mean?
And that's kind of where I'm going with. I know, and again, I think that sometimes, women look at it from one aspect, and I understand it, and I think that, for me, just being the way that I am, being wired the way I am, being as though that I have 2 daughters that I care about, a sister. Listen, if any woman in my life come to me and tell me that a motherfucker done forced them to have sex with another man, okay, yes, I'm gonna say, hey, listen, hold on, you gonna have to get some healing, baby girl. But I can tell you this much: Buddy can't call me and be like, hey, did this, bro. I know you want a couple cribs, you want to get some real estate, man. Hey, here go this bread right here.
Yeah.
What? Hey, you know what? You right, bro. Where you at right now? Let me pull up on you. I don't know what the fuck I might do to Buddy, because there's no amount of money that's gonna make that right for me.
Yeah, that's
for me. But that's I'm gonna digress.
Yeah. All right, y'all. So hey, look. Y'all can make sure y'all comment on, say, Facebook or my Instagram page about these topics, you know what I'm saying? And I just want to thank y'all for tuning in always, you know what I'm saying? And we will be back again, say, next Monday night at 9 o'clock to the GAMG, the Big Flexxx Strongcast. And make sure y'all support some of my these sponsors, you know what I'm saying? The GAMG brand. You got 8. You got to also say TNT Cakes, Creations, and more. You know what I'm saying? You got anything you want to plug in? You doing in the near future and shit, cuz?
I'm gonna say shout out to Misfitted Academics.
All right.
You know, that's Zach Cunningham and company.
Yeah, shout out, salute.
Happy birthday to you, Miles.
Thank you, dear brother.
I wanna say that to you, man. I've been knowing you for a while now, and
20 plus. Shit, really longer than that. What the fuck I'm talking about? 20 plus, man. I done met, you know what, man? I've been knowing Doc and shit since I was in my teens and shit, dog. Hell yeah, like man, about 18, 19, dog.
I always have my Doc moment where I just think of random stuff with conversations that we done had, and I appreciate that, man. So you know what I'm saying, more life to you, more health, more wealth, all that good stuff, bro.
Salute, bro. Hey look, and next time that I see you, hey, you know what I want to see you in, man. All right?
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So look, we're gonna flex this thing on out like we always do every week. See y'all next week, 9 o'clock, Monday night, y'all. Peace, y'all.
Oh my God.